Are you an online course creator looking to deal with graphics and find pictures and just find some really cool stuff? I have something to show you. My name is Erica Cargalejo. My team and I design immersive and interactive online courses for small businesses and entrepreneurs probably like yourself. So let's jump right into this episode of Tech Tuesday where we're going to explore a software program called Freepik. So Freepik is really cool. They have some amazing features that I'm going to run through today to show you. So let's jump right in. Freepik is pretty amazing. They have several different kinds of assets that you can have access to. So not just photos. You can see here that they have videos as well. They have vector files, they have Photoshop files, and they have other templates. So today I'm going to focus a little bit more on sort of the photos and I'll show you some of the videos. And then for those of you who might not be familiar, vector files, they're pretty cool because you can scale them to any size without getting all grainy and losing the resolution. But in general, you're probably not going to need it if you're just putting a picture inside of an online course. With all this being said, I want to say that make sure you always read all the terms and services and disclaimers and make sure that the program and the photos and things that they have are good for what you're going to use them for. Sometimes you do have to buy photos, sometimes that you're allowed to use it, but you have to credit individuals. So there's a lot of nuances when it comes to being able to use other people's content in your course. So just make sure you check that out and make sure that the terms match for you. All right. So as we're going to dive into some of these photos and stuff. You can see that you can search by very specific. If you know you're coming in just looking for a video, if you're looking for anything, you can do that. And you can search their free and premium. So we're going to do free here so we can see what comes up. And I'll talk about pricing and stuff in just a moment through their program. It's pretty straightforward. Their terms are very straightforward too, which I love, not having to dive into all sorts of stuff to try to read it. So we'll go here into the photos category. You could search at the top or you can come right in here if you just wanted to like scroll and see what they have. What's really great about this site in particular, a few other sites have this option as well, is you can search by sort of the color or palette you're looking for. So let's think today, maybe we are looking for bears. I don't know why we're looking for bears, but we're going to do a course on bears. I'm in the free account, so you do get a lot of ads. That's the downfall of it. And then be careful because the top ones are always their sponsored content, so it would be paid. So you kind of have to like scroll down a little bit. Again, if you come on a paid plan, some of the features are a little bit different than here. But you can scroll down, you can see all of these pictures of bears. But say we're like, man, we're really interested in pictures that have more of a blue hue or they're like a blue theme. And we're going to come in here and we click blue, and you can notice that the pictures that they have in here that lend itself to be a little bit more on the blue side. Their free options, they don't have as much, I would say, than compared to the paid plans, but I just want to be able to show you. So I'm going to come in here. We have bears. I clicked on orange. You can see that has orange in this top right-hand corner. That's why I pulled up, but there's not a lot of orange stuff with bears. So it will give you other things as well. You can see in here that it's asking you if you want to do people. Let's see. So let's try it. Let's do the zoo. I don't know why I'm thinking of animals today. I totally am. And we can do people. So maybe these have no people in it right now, but we're like, okay, we only want pictures that have 3 people or 3 monkeys. That's hilarious in them. And so you can sort by this. When individuals go to upload their photos, I mean, the better that they tag their photos, the better keywords that they put in, the better it is for you. But not everybody does it. Not everybody says 3 people in a photo. So it's nice that this is able to recognize it. Well, let's do 4 plus and see what comes up. That's hilarious. A flock of monkeys, gaggle of monkeys, a group of monkeys. I don't even know what they're called. So you can see that there's some options in here. All right. So the other thing, here you can do by age, you can do gender, ethnicity, the picture orientation. So, if you're only looking for like square type photos, there's probably not going to be a lot with the zoo that has people with more than 4 people that's square and orange. No wonder we didn't get a lot of stuff to come up because you can see up here I had the filters put on. So now we're going to come to Zoom. We're going to get a lot more stuff in here. But what's really great is you can be able to sort of narrow down what you're looking for. So you can also see that they have an online editor. This is a really cool feature for being able to do some really fun stuff when the photo is just not quite right, but almost. So let's take the zebra pic. I love zebras. They're so beautiful. We're going to come in here. We're going to, instead of just downloading the picture, we know that we want something more. We're going to click edit online. and we're going to be able to adjust this photo to something more. So we can drop down the contrast, we can play with it. We can add some text on here. Hey, I can spell it right. Hey, we can add other elements in here. If you're familiar with Canva, you'll notice that this looks very similar to that, and you could drop in some other pictures and stuff into here. So really cool, because you can sort of make the pictures a little bit more into how you want. So you're going to blur it a little bit. Maybe you're doing a background photo and you're just looking for something. You do it and download it. And it's as simple and easy as that, to be able to edit and to add some fun into it. There's other stuff, tools in here that you can connect to your drives. You can change the text into an image and stuff like that as well. All right, let's jump back over here. So I'm going to close this out, and I'm going to show you a couple other cool features. So I'm going to go back to home screen. I promised I'd show you videos. So I'm going to pop in here. You can search for a video clip here, or we can search at the top box. So let's do sad. Let's just type sad, and we can see what's going on. She sort of looks sad. Some of these people look sad or meditative. So you can see in here that you can sort of pick things that you just type in what you want and see what you get out of it. You might have to refine it a little bit more. And then you can see on here, we have a few filters, not as many as in the photo one, but some filters are over here just to be able to help you. Okay. The other thing that I want to show you is the AI feature. So AI is like all the buzz right now, and you can create some really interesting things with their AI generator. So let's do a bald man playing music at the zoo, since we're on an animal theme today. And we're going to click, and we have no style preference, but you could do photo, digital art, painting, 3D in here. We're going to do no style, and we're going to see what it does. I will say that it does take a minute to be able to generate your thing. So it is one downfall, because we are in a very like instant gratification type society, and that is not this. So you might have to wait like upwards of 2 minutes for this to happen. This one came in, so you can see that we have him here. He doesn't really look like he's playing the zoo, so I'm going to switch this around. Bald man at the zoo playing music, and we're going to generate a new image and see what we get. And I can show you. And I'm on a free plan here, just a demo, so that's why it says 0 out of 3 left in here. So just know that there's different plan types. I'm going to show you the pricing here in just a moment. So you can see, here's a guy, kind of does look like he might be at the zoo playing. And then let's come in here and change it to more of digital art. So I'm going to show you a design that I did earlier, and I typed in bald man at the zoo playing music, or playing the blues, I think is what I typed in there. And you can see that sometimes it not only brings up real life photos, but it will do some digital art for you. So it incorporated the ostrich, I think that is, or whatever animal that is, with the guy. So it looks like he's with animals. He has the microphone. So really cool. So their AI generator is pretty neat in some of the ways. Still takes some refining, but all these guys look like they are playing at the zoo. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you is a little bit more on the pricing. They have a free plan that's literally free, and you can get 10 downloads per day, which is probably really quite a lot for most people. And then they have some of the premium plans, which then allow you to not have to attribute things if you don't want to. It allows more downloads, and you start getting some support and stuff. You also get rid of all of those ads that show up. So it fits you in any budget. Again, check the terms and services and see which one really applies to you and the needs that you have. But you can see down here that they have a lot of stuff that each one includes. So hope you've enjoyed this. There's so many really great platforms out there for photos and videos. And what I really encourage you is just to check out, make sure you always look at their terms and stuff for being able to use their content. And if you have any questions, drop them below. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more information on Tech Tuesday and some of the other goodies that we share about online course creation.